Dogs have always been considered man's best friend. But did you know that dogs who truly trust you display special behaviors that not everyone recognizes? Sometimes we only notice obvious actions like wagging their tail or jumping to greet us when we come home. However, the bond between you and your dog goes beyond these outward signs. There are small, meaningful behaviors that demonstrate the deep trust and attachment your dog has for you. These behaviors are not always easy to spot, but once you understand them, you'll realize that your dog not only loves you, but also feels safe, protected, and trusts you completely. In today's video, we'll explore 7 special signs that only dogs who fully trust you will show. These behaviors can be very subtle, and sometimes you might overlook them, but every time your dog does one of these things, it's their way of saying, "I completely trust you." Have you noticed any of these signs in your dog? Let's watch to understand more about the affection and deep trust your dog has for you. 1. Letting you touch their paws. Your dog may not like anyone touching their paws, and this is not by chance. The paws are extremely sensitive parts of their body full of nerve endings. In the wild, injury to their paws could jeopardize their survival. So when your dog allows you to trim their nails, or clean their paws without reacting aggressively or pulling away, it is a sign of deep trust. This means your dog feels completely safe with you to the point where they let you approach one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. If your dog used to react strongly when you touched their paws, but now lets you do so without protest, consider this a strong sign of the love and connection they have for you. 2. Imitating your behaviors or routine. Dogs are incredibly observant and pay close attention to what you do. Have you ever noticed that your dog frequently imitates your actions or routines? When you relax, your dog will lie down and relax too. When you move or change your mood, they often react similarly. This is not a coincidence, but a reflection of the emotional connection between you and them. When your dog mimics your behaviors, it's a sign of strong attachment and trust in you. In the wild, animals living in packs respond to the emotional changes of the group to maintain bonding and ensure safety. Your dog within your family sees you as the leader of the pack. They follow you and reflect your emotions to show their harmony and unconditional protection. 3. Yawning after you do. A dog's yawning might seem random to many people, but in reality it's a subtle sign of empathy. When you yawn and your dog yawns, right after, it's their way of showing emotional connection with you. This phenomenon is called contagious yawning, and it happens not only in humans, but also in other mammals, including dogs. Yawning is a behavior that signals relaxation and a lack of vigilance. When your dog yawns after you, it shows that they feel safe and relaxed when they are near you. This behavior expresses emotional synchronicity between you and your dog, as they sense that you are feeling comfortable and at ease. 4. Sleeping pressed against you. When your dog chooses to sleep near you, whether beside you, under your feet, or even on your bed, it's not just about seeking comfort. It's a demonstration of deep trust. In the wild, dogs sleep close to members of their pack for mutual protection. They choose the closest positions to feel safe and secure. When your dog chooses to sleep near you, they're telling you, "You are the safest place for me." This is a behavior that indicates absolute trust because while sleeping, they are vulnerable. It shows they feel protected by you and trust you completely. 5. Calm eye contact. In the animal kingdom, looking into someone's eyes can be an act of aggression, a sign of confrontation, or even a threat. However, when your dog looks into your eyes calmly, without anxiety or tension, it is a sign of connection and trust. Eyes are the windows to the soul, and when your dog looks at you in this way, it is their way of showing deep affection and love. When you maintain eye contact gently without rushing, and your dog doesn't react negatively, it's a sign of strong attachment and trust. When you look into each other's eyes, both you and your dog release oxytocin, the bonding and love hormone, much like when a mother looks at her child. This is a wonderful sign of the trust between you and your dog. 6. Following you around the house. Does your dog ever follow you from room to room? When you go into the kitchen, they follow. When you go to the bathroom, they're there too. At first you might think they simply want attention or are hungry. However, this behavior is actually related to the trust and sense of security that your dog feels when they're near you. In the wild, dogs always follow the leader of the pack, the one they trust the most. When your dog follows you around the house, they are seeking the protection and safety that only you can provide. Your dog doesn't always need attention from you, but they want to be near you because that's where they feel the safest. 7. Exposing the belly and relaxing. Finally, one of the most obvious signs of absolute trust is when your dog rolls over and relaxes, exposing their belly. The belly is a very vulnerable area, and in the wild, no animal would expose it unless they feel completely safe. When your dog shows you their belly, it's their way of saying, "I completely trust you to the point where I don't need to protect myself." This action doesn't always mean they want you to rub their belly, but it's a sign of total comfort. Even if you don't rub their belly, understand that it's a confirmation that you have earned your dog's deep trust. 8. Responding to commands quickly and accurately. One of the clear signs that your dog completely trusts you is when they respond to commands instantly and accurately without needing a signal or repetition. Dogs with a high level of trust not only follow commands but do so with precision and patience. This is not just a result of training, but a sign of deep communication and understanding between you and them. When your dog immediately obeys commands like sit, lie down, stay, or come here without hesitation, it's their way of showing trust in you and feeling that you would never ask them to do something that would harm them or make them feel unsafe. 9. Sharing food with you. Another special behavior that shows your dog's trust is when they offer you food or have no issue when you take food from them. In the wild, dogs are very protective of their food because it is a vital resource. However, when your dog lets you get close to their food bowl without reacting negatively, it shows absolute trust in you. Your dog might even bring you food as an act of sharing. This is not only a sign of loyalty, but also a way of expressing attachment and love. They don't see you as a threat to their food, but as a member of the pack with whom they can share everything. 10. Comfortable when you leave. Another important sign that your dog trusts you is when they feel comfortable when you leave and don't show anxiety or fear. While some dogs may experience separation anxiety when their owners are gone, if your dog can relax and not overreact when you leave, it is a sign that they trust you will return and they don't have to worry. This doesn't mean they don't care about you. Rather, it shows they feel safe and secure even when you're not around. Your dog trusts that you will always come back and will never leave them in an unsafe or lonely situation for long. This behavior shows the maturity of the relationship between you and your dog because they have fully trusted your protection and return. The behaviors that dogs display when they fully trust you are not always easy to spot, but each action is a strong expression of love and attachment. When your dog shows one of these signs, it's their way of saying, "I trust you," and you have developed a wonderful, strong relationship with your four-legged friend. If you notice these signs in your dog, don't forget to cherish and love them even more because that's the genuine love they have for you.